Introduction to men's fashion basics, a guide to just getting started for any man that's in a job or has a business or is really busy but loves to dress in a very classic, powerful and old money aesthetic. Then this video is definitely for you. Guys, I'm Asad Rahman Sharif. I am the founder of House of Sharif. It's a bespoke made-to-measure premium occasion wear brand for men. I'd like to talk about some basic things today in menswear fashion, which are super basic, but I feel like a lot of men are maybe not focusing on these things, and that's why their outfit is not performing at the best level that it should. I truly believe that great things happen in life when you show up as the best version of yourself. One of the aspects of showing up as the best version of yourself is dressing like the best version of yourself. What I'd say is, if I had to break it down, if I was just getting started with dressing better, what would some basic 3 things be that I would focus on to keep it super simple? I focus on the clothes, obviously by themselves, but dressing well is not just limited to clothes. Second, I would focus on grooming. You could dress really well, and if you have shabby hair, a shabby beard, unkept nails, dry skin, dry lips, all of these things can deteriorate your look. But if we had to add like one more element, the third one would be accessorizing. So clothing, grooming, accessorizing. This is for the basic level. It could get much more advanced from this point. For today, let's kind of stick to the basic stuff. Let's break down the first part for you, which is clothes. Within clothes, we can further break that down into color combinations, fit, fabric, and wearing appropriate clothing depending on where you're going to. So the first thing, the most simplest and easiest way to instantly start looking better is wear clothes that are made for you, that fit you well. Personally, I like tailored clothing. There is no brand that fits me the way a tailored shirt or a tailored trouser especially fits me. There's no brands out there. Like, there is not a single brand out there that is doing high-waisted trousers for men with pleats which have a long enough fork. Why am I stressing on this? Why does this matter so much? Because all of the options you mainly have, even if you have baggy fits, they're still low waist. And even if you have, or you have like slim fits, right? If you're wearing a slim fit and you're sitting on your desk and working for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, it is super uncomfortable. That shit gets really tight and you want to get up and keep loosening it out. So the fix for that is not very fitted trousers and pleated trousers that just fit you right, And then I guess most men after the age of 23, 24, when life starts to happen, work starts to happen, career responsibilities, etc., I think majority of us could agree that that's like a tipping point where your stress levels are kind of higher than usual. You're starting to adapt to this lifestyle of being from a boy to a man, and your belly starts to come out. It's like the first thing that happens, right? And you don't even realize when it happens. Now, with all of these options in the market, the ready-made ones, you are forced to wear it below your waist. Like below where your stomach is falling. But ideally a trouser is supposed to be worn on your stomach button or the belly button or just below it, right? That is the perfect place to wear a trouser. What that does is that it allows it to fall in a parallel line from the stomach to your ankle, creating an illusion of making you look slimmer and more aesthetic and more balanced, proportionate. Now that is within clothing, that's about fit, okay? Fit is like super important. Balance the proportions. You want to look like an X as much as you can, like this. So if you have really big legs and big arms, maybe get more slimmer on the arms and looser on the body to kind of balance the proportions. Getting the right fit is crucial to looking good. Next, I'm going to talk to you all about color combinations. Also color psychology and what kind of colors suit you. So the most basic thumb rule is if you have a warm undertone, like if it's yellowish, then warm colors will suit you better as opposed to cool colors. What are the warm colors? Like you can see on the color wheel here. Warm colors are red, yellow, golds, creams. The white, black, grays will suit you. All of these pinks, browns, these are all warm shades. Cool shades, if you have a cool undertone, if your skin looks more bluish or whitish, right, then the cooler tones will suit you, like blues, greens, along those, as you can see on the color wheel. I truly believe anyone can also pull off almost any color if you pair it right. Like, you can't say I don't look good in yellows when you're wearing like pink pants with it, right? If you're wearing a yellow pant, a yellow shirt, then probably wear like a very understated plain denim under it, so that the yellow doesn't come up in your face. Or wear like, say, khaki trousers and tuck in the shirt, so that again it's as monochromatic as you can get with that. So matching and wearing the right combinations really works. Some of my basic and most favorite combinations would be, I like black and white. You just can't go wrong with that. I like white and white. I like black and black. Gray and white, gray and black, gray and any color. I love these. They're my go-to. Navy blue pants in almost any color on top. Navy black, navy white. Today I'm wearing a checkered button-down shirt, which is white, navy, and I'm wearing almost matching linen trousers in navy with that. These navy trousers could also look good with a white shirt, black shirt, gray shirt, green, certain shades of green, light pink, brown, all shades of brown. A lot of colors would look really nice with this, right? Again, one of my favorite combinations, but a lot of guys seem to kind of get it wrong. Don't go after trying to look very unique and mixing two colors which look horrendous together. Focus on looking good, not just looking different. Your personal style is something that forms over years, a personal aesthetic, but that's not going to happen by just trying to do loud, out of the box things which aren't really looking good. You're just going to risk looking very, very chaotic instead of looking aesthetic. So yeah, that's about colors and combinations. Finally, my most favorite is you have to wear the right clothes to the right occasions. You have to, being contemporary while you're trying to be old money or dressing classical doesn't make sense. Like a Chinese collared shirt with like regular trousers doesn't make sense. You have to wear it inside a bandi. A dress shirt with a regular collar with tailored trousers makes more sense, because when you're talking old money aesthetic or classic dressing, you have to pick a style. Either you're doing classic Western or classic Eastern or classic XYZ, So Chinese collared or Mandarin collared, as the name suggests, comes from the Eastern sect of classic clothing, and those were usually worn by them, and those weren't tucked in shirts. They had those kung fu outfits or like other stuff that you can find in movies, but tailored trousers, tailored shirts, it's a Western aesthetic. And if you're working in an office in India or in most parts of the world, then the most accepted norm is the Western aesthetic. Nothing wrong with selecting either, but mixing two of them and doing culture appropriation, I mean, if that's how you roll, okay, I wouldn't advise. I'm not for it unless I had like an event at work that required me to do culture appropriation. Then I might mix two styles and try to dress in a more contemporary fashion. But overall, I'd say don't do it, right? Dress more classical. If you have to wear an Arab outfit or tope or kandura with the headgear, go all out, wear it, go out. Don't try to like do joggers with like a kandura and like, go all out. Like if you're doing one type of peninsula's dressing, just stick to that. And that is the best way to look really good in that. Like sneakers and kurta pajamas, no way, right? Just these things, they don't go together. They're not meant to go together. Do what looks good. Focus on wearing appropriate clothing at the right places. At weddings, dress up well. I don't get people who just want to wear like a pant shirt at their own wedding. Sometimes I'm very surprised. I'm like, dude, why are you just wearing a pant shirt? But I guess culturally, widely it is accepted. But man, like, you're not doing everything culturally, are you? So why limit yourself to the dressing? I always request people, like, don't do just a pant shirt at your own engagement, or like just add like a jacket, add like a blazer, or add like a bandi. It's going to elevate your look 10x. You look like the man of the moment. You look like the groom, or you could be anybody. and I don't know who that guy is in the pant shirt. Like, dress well, man. Like, great opportunities will knock at your door when you dress like $1 million. You'll make $1 million, right? Strong piece of advice I'd give: wear the right clothes at the right occasion. Don't underdress. You'd rather show up overdressed anywhere so that you look powerful and you look the part. So we spoke about fit, we spoke about colors, we spoke about wearing the right clothes at the right places, and also fabrics, right? I think I'd like to talk a little bit about fabrics before we move on. If you're like a fat guy, or if you're like a mid-bodied guy, you have like a dad bod like me, like middle to fat, not thin, not fully fat, middle to fat. Don't wear silky stuff. Don't wear satiny fabrics that take the shape of your body. It's just the fabric's gonna stick onto your chest, and it's gonna show shapes that you don't want to be shown, and it's not gonna look very appropriate and pleasing to the eye. Unless you're wearing it for night wear. Like for night suits and stuff, it's comfortable, it's fine. But you're going out to work, you're going out outside the house, don't do it, man. I wouldn't recommend it. Inside a sherwani, if the whole damn thing's hidden, okay, fine, do it. If not, don't do it. I'd recommend stiffer, slightly heavier fabrics like cottons, twills, Oxfords, these kind of fabrics are definitely better for your body type. Linens, all of these. The slim fit dudes, you could get away with wearing almost anything, right? So yeah, that brings me to the fifth thing. Get fit. If you want to look really, really good in your clothes, you could wear a basic t-shirt and still look like a 10 on 10, like Chris Evans, look at Andrew Tate, look at any of these guys. They're in really good shape, and by just wearing a t-shirt, they look phenomenal. The most discounted but the most important thing to look amazing is get fit. Focus on yourself, be disciplined, and drop some weight. Get fit. I'm working on that myself too, but man, like, no excuses. Let's get it. Let's do this thing. Okay. Awesome. So that is about clothes. Next, we're going to talk about grooming. After you've dressed well, you figured out the fit, clothing, what I'm going to wear, what color I'm going to wear, where I'm going, blah, blah, blah. Awesome. Now, if you've dressed really well and you have a really shabby beard, and you have dry skin and your hair's not cut right and it's not, styled well, your nails aren't done, and if you look like unkept, that's going to take away from the outfit. Like, you could spend millions or lakhs on your outfit and not take care of your personal grooming. It's not gonna hit, man. It's not gonna look attractive. People are not gonna be attracted to you. You're gonna repel people away from you. That sucks. But the solution is so simple. As soon as you get out of the shower, you dry yourself, you dry your body. The first thing I'd say is, I use Emollient. It's this moisturizer. I don't like using oil-based ones because they're too sticky and greasy. So I just moisturize really quick, and then I have this Sebamed lip balm that I use, and that's literally all I do. So my skin doesn't look dry, and I look good to step out. I have a mouthwash so that I try to keep track of my breath as much as I can, because I'm dealing with people every day and customers, and it's very close. So I don't want my breath to smell bad. Sometimes it's unavoidable, especially when you're fasting during Ramzan. But I try my best to, brush and use like mouth fresheners as much as I can. Not the digestive ones, just the oral ones, because you don't want to be taking in all that sugar into your body. That sucks. You get probiotic mouthwashes, I think, by this brand called Perfora. Check it out. Super cool brand. All of my tooth stuff is from them. So you've got moisturizing, you've got lip balm, cut your nails often, file them, get your beard shaped or trimmed as often as you can, at least like once a week, I would recommend. Get your hair trimmed and shaped at least once in 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how fast your hair grows. But keep it groomed. Even if you're growing it, keep trimming it, keep getting it groomed, keep it styled. If you're going to a formal event, do a comb over, ideally. If you're going to casual event, and do a scrunchy, messy look, or spike up your hair, do like a fade usually suits a lot of people, but figure out a haircut style or something that works for you. If you guys want me to talk more about any one of these topics in super detail, what face cut for which hairstyle works, or what colors work for what skin tone, body type, height, size, weight, any of these topics I've spoken about today, feel free to drop it in the comments section or just send me a message, and the next video I make, I will dive deep into any one of these topics and give you more insight. So in grooming, you've got your hair, your beard, your everything, right? Your breath, your dry skin, lips. And finally, I'd say perfume. Those of you who don't want to use alcoholic perfumes or perfumes which can disrupt the endocrine system, and maybe want to use a milder, more natural perfume, then you could opt for attars. There's many good attars out there. Just find a natural one, use a little bit of it, or you get these natural body scrubs, which you only have to use once in 3 days or like twice a week after the shower, and the smell stays and it blocks you from smelling bad. I use those. I also use attars from time to time. These are really nice, and how you smell really matters. It's also a form of good manners, to dress well, to smell well, to show up well. You will instantly do better in all your interactions, in all your business deals. You will leave a better impression. People will remember you. You will be more successful. There was a study by Neil Patel, the founder of Uber Suggest, and it went something like, he would just go in his t-shirt to meetings, and they were all normal. He's already rich, but even as an already rich guy, he invested about $170,000 into his outfit, his wardrobe. I don't know, which is like a lot of money. I think like over 1 crore rupees or whatever into his outfits. And he changed his whole wardrobe. No. I think he invested about like 10, 20 grand into his outfits, which is like 15-20 lakhs into looking good from good designer brands, good fitting suits and stuff. And within the next 3 months, he saw $170,000 hike in like his revenue. Don't quote me on these numbers. I could be wrong, but definitely the trajectory is along the lines of what I'm talking about. Check on ChatGPT or on like Google. This story is there. He was already rich and successful. He started dressing well and he became more rich, like richer and successfuler and more successful, right? So there is no excuse to not dressing well and not showing up as the best version of self. You say, I've already made it in life, or I don't think I'll ever make it in life. It's bullshit. Just if you have good manners, you will dress well, you will smell good, and you will, all of that stuff. So everything I spoke about today now and everything I said, like this stuff was mostly about grooming. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about accessorizing, correct? And man, this has to be like my most favorite thing, okay? Number one, most simplest, most basic mistake every guy makes, almost every guy. Some guys who get it right, God bless them, is that you don't match your belt with like your shoes. That is the biggest fashion blunder a person can make. Match your belt with your shoes. It's so simple. Black belt, black shoes. Brown shoes, brown belt. Tan shoe, tan belt. Navy shoe, navy belt. I have this rule. I almost never buy a formal shoe if they don't have a matching belt. And if I say fall in love with the shoe and I absolutely want to buy it, I will never wear that shoe with a belt. I will wear them with, say, tailored Italian trousers or Neapolitan style trousers, which don't have belt loops and don't require you to wear a belt. Or I will only wear them when I have tucked my shirt out, so the belt is not visible. Remember this, guys. Super, super basic, super, super important rule. Just get this one right, okay? And then in terms of accessories, I'd say wear a watch. Definitely a must-have to have like a good timepiece on your hand. Here I'm wearing my dad's watch. It is a Citizen chronograph. It's probably like more than 20 years old or like 30 years old, pretty much. But it's like a memoir, and probably like a bracelet and a ring. But if you want to keep it at the bare minimum, just wear a watch and like one ring in any one hand, right? This is the bare minimum accessorizing that you can do. And with accessorizing, less is more, honestly. You don't want to do like 2 rings in both hands, watch, 10 bracelets, neck pieces, dog tags, earrings, all that. No, we're not hippies. We're not any of those. It's just you want to dress classic. Mostly 1 ring, 1 watch should do the trick. If you're stepping out in the sun, a good pair of sunglasses or a hat would look super cool as well. So yeah, that's what I would say about accessorizing. This is a really cool thing to do. Nowadays, we have a lot of like these smart devices, right? So generally what I kind of do is I have 2 of them. So I'll have like a ring, a Gabbett smart ring, and I have the Apple Watch. So I'm wearing the Apple Watch at times when I feel like it matches with my outfit. I get the metal strap for it also. So if I want a formal look, I'll wear a metal strap on the Apple Watch, and it almost looks just like this. Also, I wear the Gabbett ring whenever like the watch is not matching with the outfit, and if I have to wear any one of my other watches, which I have maybe 15-20 watches which I've collected over like the years. It's a pretty cute collection. Obviously you guys will see as these videos keep progressing. So yeah, that's what it is like. So you gotta kind of plan things out, have backups, and that's pretty much it in terms of accessorizing. I think sometimes chains are cool as well, but if I wore chains, I'd mostly wear them on like street style clothing. If I wore a chain or like a dog tag, which I don't really do, but I'd rather see that on like a casual fit over like a t-shirt, a drop shoulder t-shirt and some straight trousers with sneakers. I don't think those look very nice on formal clothing, right? So yeah, that's basically what it is. So I think today what we've mainly covered is types of clothing, the elements of clothing that you need to focus on, which are the basics of dressing really well. We've spoken about hygiene and about grooming, personal grooming, which is like your hair, dressing well, nails, all of that stuff, basic stuff, right, to start looking better. And accessorizing. So match your accessories, wear a good timepiece, a ring if you can, or a bracelet. And if you just get these 3 basic things, you're almost like 80% there already. You're 80% there. The rest, 20%, getting into the nitty gritties, it's going to take some figuring out. It's going to take some trial and error. But come along on this journey as I'm trying to figure out my own personal style. I'm figuring out building my brand, House of Sheriff. And everything I've learned over the past 6-7 years working with affluent Indian men mostly, who are looking to dress like really well and in very exclusive outfits for their weddings, or that are planning to dress really well just on a regular basis, just to work or every day, Yeah, that's that, guys. So this channel, I mean, if you're wondering what to expect, if you've made it this far, if you have watched this channel, it's going to be all about everything men's fashion, everything men's lifestyle, everything men's grooming, aesthetic. And it's not just general men's stuff, it's gentlemen's dressing style. It's going to be about classic clothing styles. It's going to be about tailoring, bespoke clothing, and we will start inviting guests as well to come and give us their take. I'm going to invite cool people, and I'm going to talk about personal style. I'm going to tell you all how best to dress for yourself. Let's see if they can also try to help you understand how to dress in the best way for yourself. I'm also going to break down elements like how to dress for a tall guy, how to dress for a short guy, how to dress for a chubby guy, slim guy, dark guy, how to dress when you're going to work, how to dress when you're going to the gym, or how to dress when you're going for a wedding. I'm going to be breaking all these things down in the episodes to come in short things. So if you're a guy that has been wondering, where do I get started with my fashion journey? How do I start dressing more powerfully and more stylishly? Then this is your message from the universe. Click the subscribe button, start following us, and watch this first video to know the 3 basic steps that you can adopt right away to instantly and immediately start looking better, which is almost for free. right? Almost for free, because if you don't have the right clothes, you might still have to get some clothes. And maybe if you have the right clothes, you might just have to find a tailor and get them altered. And that's going to be quite inexpensive, right? Chances are you already have all of the other things already in your wardrobe. You just need to go get that haircut if you haven't, get that beard trim if you haven't, start taking care of your skin, your smell, and your breath. And all these things will get you 80% ready. Like, you will be in the top, like, 20% or 10% of the well-dressed people on this planet. And then as soon as we start to get into the other stuff, we'll start covering the other nitty-gritties of men's fashion as well. Awesome, guys. It was a great session today. Love doing this with y'all. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.